Well. I hope all is well today. I really do. I want to make sure that everything is working. I want to make sure that everything is live, and I don't see anything yet on Facebook. So let me make sure before we get started because I want to make sure that you can see me and that I can see you. So give me 1 second. Let me change the audience and we will move forward. All right. Okay. There you are. Yeah. Here we go. Welcome. Welcome to another edition of the Little Hut Podcast. Yeah. Come on inside and do me a favor. Tell my haters that Kimberly Brown is on. That Kimberly Brown is on. That Kimberly Brown is on. And inside the little hut, the little podcast. So welcome to a special edition of the Little Hut Podcast, brought to you by Dubside Promotions. Yeah, as well as Flavor Bomb Restaurant, which is located 3303 Broadway Avenue. So if you're looking for some of the best soul food in the region, then of course you want to go down to 3303, yes, Broadway. It's called Flavor Bomb Restaurant, and ask for Miss Tiffany, and Miss Tiffany will take care of you. So, because this is a special edition of the Little Hut Podcast, don't forget it's all talk, no gossip, and maybe just a little bit of drama. But today we got something so important that I need to address because, hey, now I see that the Three Stooges, Larry, Curly, and Moe, that's Edwina, Tangela, and Tina, oh, they want to come for me. So unlike other people, listen, I don't run from my haters. Listen. I confront whatever they may say because at the end of the day, listen, as long as I tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God, things will be okay. So let's get down to the truth. Now, remember this past week, I wrote a story on NewsBreak entitled Mayor Blackwell allegedly threatened by Councilwoman over legislation controversy. Remember that. Allegedly. Allegedly simply means accused but not proven or convicted. It is said to have happened but not yet proven. Allegedly. And if you read the article, or if you have any type of comprehensive skills, you would understand that words that are in quotation marks comes from a source, not from Kimberly Brown, but from a source. Any journalist, any reporter, any content writer will always use quotation marks as a source and cite the source at the end of the sentence or paragraph, whichever comes first. So Larry, Curly, and Moe, they need to learn some basic reading skills to understand how to read an article. So let's get down to the get down. Let me recap. We know that there was a council meeting on February 7th. We know that during the council meeting, a young man confronted AG and Matten. We also know that when he confronted them, neither one of them said anything. And he sat throughout the entire meeting waiting for them to say something to him because of a previous meeting. Let's move forward. We know during the council meeting that all of the council people were acting as though they had some common sense that night. We also know that during the end of the council meeting, I left, my cousin left, some council people left, and we know that Mayor Blackwell stayed back. And we also know, which is factual, that Councilwoman AG, Matten, and Stafford Marbury were huddled behind a table. This is fact. This is what I know because this is what I saw and because I was there. I also know that when I went to the parking lot, me and my cousin, I was greeted by some residents of Maple Heights who enjoyed the Brown Report and Brown on Cleveland. They like what I write because I tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth all day long. As I was heading home, I received a message from someone saying, "Hey, Miss Brown, council people, Madden, AG, and Stafford Marbury, they tried to jump on the mayor. This is what I was told. This is what I wrote. This is what's in quotation marks if you learn how to read an article. If you learn how to read. It is also factual that a complaint was filed with the county sheriff department. It's a fact that I received a copy of the complaint. It's a fact that what's inside the article that was written on NewsBreak under Brown on Cleveland, every single component basically comes from the complaint that was filed with Cuyahoga County Sheriff Department. That is factual. There's no defamation, there's no slander, and there are no libelous statements. It's factual. It's also factual that I cross-referenced the Ohio Revised Code regarding menacing and regarding misconduct in office. It is factual. If council people would understand the laws and legislation, they would understand how to read a simple article. If you cannot interpret a simple article, there's no way in hell that you should be a legislator, because that's telling people like me that you can't read, and reading is fundamental. Brown on Cleveland. Now, let's get down to this. It is also factual that Edwina, Councilperson Madden, Councilperson Stafford Marbury, it's factual that they bought a paid ad in a local newspaper. It is factual that they're professing that the allegations against them are false. That's factual. But it's also factual that they're pretending as though they're professional. And I did say pretending, acting as though they're trying to get an Oscar. So let's go back and talk about more facts. It's a fact that when we were at the Democrat endorsement meeting in the city of Maple Heights, inside the library, it is factual that the endorsement process appeared to have been rigged. It is factual. It is factual that I, Kimberly F. Brown on Cleveland, I told you guys to your faces that you guys stacked the deck against the incumbents and that this election process, the endorsement process, appeared to have been rigged. It's factual that I got out of my chair and headed towards the door, and it's factual that Councilwoman Edwina AG told me F me, but she didn't say F me, she said the word F-U-C-K me. That is factual. That is not professional, that is factual. It is also factual during this same encounter that Councilwoman AG ran out the door behind me. That is factual. That is not professional. That is factual. That is factual that it showed her aggressive behavior. Listen to me, Brown on Cleveland. I'm building a pattern. It is factual. It is also factual that when we were outside in the hallway, she was whining about my stories on NewsBreak. She was upset because her name, her picture was on a postcard saying she was part of the bankruptcy crew. That is factual. It is factual that people on her team, the majority of them, have a history of bankruptcy. That was factual. It was factual that business owners in Maple Heights, whoever they may be, put this postcard out, and I got a postcard in the mail anonymously, and I wrote about it. It is factual. It is factual that when we were in the hallway of the library, that she was so aggressive towards me. I thought she was trying to do like a 1-2, but she knew better because she knew she's not that crazy. And that is factual. It's factual that Rachel Cheeks pulled her back because Rachel Cheeks must have thought she was going to physically attack me. That is factual. Not professional, it's factual. So if Councilwoman AG want to say that's not true, I don't know how she could say it due to the fact that there were about 25 people in that room, and that is factual. What's also factual is that the chair of the Democrat Party, David Brock, sat in that room. That is factual. It's factual that David Brock did not open his damn mouth when that happened, and that is factual. It is also factual that it appears that she received no sanction for her behavior by the Democrat Party because she's still on the executive committee, and that is factual. It's also factual. Let's go to the state for a minute. Let's go for a state. Let me have a commercial break. It is factual that the state of Ohio Democrat Party removed Elliot Forham from his position of dealing with people at the state level, legislators, because they said that his behavior was too aggressive. That is factual. That's factual. They removed him because of his verbal tone, but yet and still, the local Dems from Cuyahoga County did not remove her for telling me, a reporter, F you, not F you, but F-U-C-K-U, in front of them, including the ward leader, Stafford Shannette. They didn't remove her. They didn't sanction her for her behavior, and that is factual. Understand the pattern that I'm building. So by no means is this lady innocent. It's also factual that during the Democrat endorsement meeting, that Tangela Madden, another one professing to be professional, stood up during the meeting, screaming at the mayor, telling her to go get her girl. I ain't nobody's damn dog. And that is factual. Factual. It is also factual that at their council meeting, when that silly ass Ron Jackson decided to violate my constitutional rights, Tangela Madden stood up again and started hollering just like the council clerk, screaming and hollering like they ain't got no sense. You understand? And that is factual, not professional. It's factual. Follow me. I'm building a pattern of behavior because it is factual. And can't nobody deny it because it's all factual, right? So let's talk about this. Let's look at the term they want to use called defamation of character. This is how I know they're not too bright. They ain't bright at all. Defamation of character means the act of communicating to a third party false statements about a person that results in damage to that person's reputation. Now, I just gave y'all some facts, right? It is a fact that they probably paid $29.99 for prepaid legal service because they love to send out cease and desist letters, right? By these bootleg attorneys. And that is factual. It's factual that people left the council meeting. It's factual that Mayor Blackwell was questioning a piece of legislation, as she should. That's common sense 101. If anything's on the table, you want to know what's going on. It's factual. And there's nothing wrong with her asking a question. That's factual. What's wrong is the fact that people in Maple Heights can't ask a question without somebody coming up to them. And that's wrong. That's wrong. Now, here's the situation. The question becomes, why did you allegedly walk up to the mayor? And notice I said allegedly, because when I left, y'all was behind the table. Mayor Blackwell was where she normally sit. So why would y'all decide to, walk up on her knowing that she don't really deal with y'all anyway? You want to talk about legislation as it is written in her legal complaint that I wrote about. No slander, no libel. I use my reference point. So I would like to know, why did you walk up to her? Why? Council meeting was over. Do you not think, dumb, you should have waited to the next council meeting? See, because had you done that, Kimberly Brown wouldn't be on the Little Hut podcast right now. Had you done that, y'all wouldn't have had to pay this local newspaper about $200 to run y'all little ad. Because that wasn't a news story. That was a bought for, paid for ad. And really, I don't know why y'all would give a local newspaper some money when in fact y'all could have used that to pay some bills. And that's just a factual statement I'm making. That's just my opinion. Because I ain't gonna waste my money like that. You understand? It's just nonsense. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about, again, true statements. When statements are true, because y'all don't understand this, being legislators, and that's damn dumb to me. When statements are true, they cannot be defamatory. Y'all didn't know that? Truth will set you free. Truth hurts, but it set y'all free. So if I was you, really, honestly, I would go ahead and take the slap. Because y'all looking really silly out here right now. Y'all out here talking about it wasn't me. Maybe it wasn't y'all. It's all allegations, right? It's all allegations. I still hope and pray that, y'all have to go to court about this. Because if so, Kimberly Brown going to be there to report the news. I am. And I'm going to tell everything that happened, right? And I'm going to use my reference point, and I'm going to do whatever I need to do.
That we got to do some stuff. Why? Because things are factual. So let me say this. I don't know, what just happened here with my system. But at the end of the day, listen, y'all got the gist of what I'm saying here. Y'all understand what's going on. I know we have some technical issues going on here with Restream. But at the end of the day, if it's not clear, I am going to make sure that I come back on the Little Hut podcast tomorrow, and I am going to complete what I am saying, because this right here is a mess and it doesn't make any sense. So having said that, we're going to do some things that we're supposed to do. I just know this. If I were you guys, I would take the issue says, you know what, I'm going to do right by people and I'm not going to cause any mess. Now, if you guys are really concerned about the welfare of the city, you guys would be representatives. But I'm going to tell you my true opinion right now, honestly. I hope and I pray and I hope that every last one of you are recalled. I'm going to say it again, and I have no dogs in your fight. I pray and I hope that every single one of you guys, all three of you guys, are recalled by the residents of Maple Heights. Maple Heights deserve better. They don't need council people who are standing in the way of progress. And that is facts. And it is my opinion. And as a public official, I am going to tell you my opinion. It's not slander. It's not libel. It's not defamation of character, dum-dums. It is strictly my opinion. I honored you the other day. All of you guys won the Jackass Award. You should be happy. You should be ecstatic because you got something that you deserved. And I am the one who gave it to you. My name is Kimberly Brown. All day, And let me go a little further for people in Maple Heights who don't understand why I'm so concerned about your city. And I live in Cleveland. And the fact of the matter is, Cleveland, Ward 1 is a mess. It is. It's a mess. And Maple Heights is a neighbor of Cleveland, Ward 1. And there's no reason why Maple, Cleveland, Ward 1, Garfield, North Randall, Warrensville, none of these communities should have to embody any type of nonsense like this. Just because you are an elected official does not mean that you are a leader of the district or the region for which you serve. And I'll say it again. Your behavior, in my opinion, from what I've seen, not heard, but what I've seen to be factual. What I've seen with these 4 eyes and 2 eyes. What I've seen, what I've known to be true is factual. And you best believe entire world. And I don't care about whether or not you buy another ad in this newspaper. I don't care. But I thank you. For bringing me more readers, for allowing me to share your idea of professionalism or the lack thereof. My name is Kimberly Brown. Please let me know, where are the lies? Where are the lies? You say they're lies, they're not lies. It's the truth. The whole and nothing but the truth. So help me God. So go ahead and get your prepaid attorneys. Go ahead and buy all the ads you want in that little local newspaper, because real talk, I don't know too many people who read it anyway, because every time I see it, it's sitting on top of the shelf collecting. Be just, wasting your little money. But I don't have all day to play with y'all. I'll say this again. It is my hope, it is my prayer that residents of the city of Maple Heights send you guys packing. My name is Kimberly Brown. Brown, simply Brown on Cleveland. If you got something, you can contact me directly, because I'll be more than happy to take your call. But nothing with malice intent. This is factual, and because you are an elected official, residents of the city of Maple Heights, they have a right to know, and it's my job to help them know what's going on with their elected officials. Good night. My name is Kimberly F. Brown. Brown, simply Brown on Cleveland. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being inside my little hut. God bless. Bye.